Okay. Right. The last class yesterday related to streams, database with a stream. Anyway, stream means the continuous flow of data. We call it as a stream. Java supports two types of streams. One is byte stream, one is character stream. Anyway, the continuous flow of 8-bit data, we call it as byte stream. The continuous flow of 16-bit data, we call it as a character stream. Just to practice that program once and leave it. Our target is in the servlet programming, we have to read one photograph of employee or student or any other customer, and you have to record the data into database. Whenever you want to see the details, again you have to see the details of customer or user or employee based on your project. The photograph should come out. For that purpose only, background related methods I introduced to you. That concept ended. Okay, right. For today's class is starting when I'm introducing your database, I'll start with storage concept actually. Field storage will be there. Object storage will be there. File storage will be there. Database storage will be there. Being a object oriented programmer, our object storages are important. So object is acting like one storage only. Even prepared statement object also will load the data there. Result set object also catching the data like this. Objects are like storages. File storage means one small memory part of your computer system, which is controlled and managed by operating system. We call it as a file storage. File storage cannot be major backend storage for your applications. Your applications cannot take file storage as a backend storage. So definitely it has to take only largest permanent storage, that is database. In the process of introducing the database, I made one statement here. The largest permanent storage of a computer system, which is installed from externally, is known as database storage. Specifying the student, giving information, the database is coming from externally. If any resource came from externally, if you want to interact with that resource, driver is needed. So I made a statement here. In the process of establishing communication between Java program and database product, the Java program must be constructed using classes and interfaces available from java.sql package, and we must take the support of JDBC driver, I said. In what format you are taking the support of JDBC driver? Sir, my Oracle installed folder will have one lib, means library will be there in my Oracle folder. The library is providing one jar file to me. OJDBC some number dot jar. Sir, I am copying that jar file into one temporary location, creating one user defined folder, and we are copying the jar file there. Whenever we want to execute one JDBC application to build path, we have to link some external jar. We are linking that jar file to your project. Whenever you link that jar file to your project, drivers are available. I'm making a statement to you. So among that jar file, many dot class files will be there. Among that, drivers are available. Whenever you want to load a driver, we are using class dot for name method to load the driver to your current running location. These are the informations about driver loading. Sir, how many drivers are there and why we are using thin driver? Up to now, all practices we made with thin driver only. What is the reason behind it of using only thin driver in the practical? Other drivers we are not using. Then I made a statement. First, you must know the driver I said on that day. The small software program, part of operating system, used to interconnect two endpoints is known as driver. JDBC driver is connecting two endpoints, JDBC program and database product known as JDBC driver, Java database connectivity driver. These JDBC drivers are categorized into how many types on the day now? Four types. What are they now? JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver, native API driver, network protocol driver, and thin driver. Here you are expecting one interview question based on it. So today I am writing types of drivers. Discussion I am making for interview point of view. Discussion is happening today. Make a heading. Types of drivers. Types of JDBC drivers. JDBC drivers are categorized into four types. JDBC, ODBC bridge driver, native API driver, network protocol driver, and thin driver. And thin driver. Make a heading. JDBC, ODBC bridge driver. Right. Now look here. Observe it, what I am discussing. Easy only because you have to speak in the interview. Okay, right. Now, driver means connecting to endpoints. That's called driver. Sir, this is our Java program. Don't write 2 minutes. Observe it. Sir, this is our Java program today. One Java program. This Java program I constructed using JDBC API. You know JDBC API today. Yes or no? Na? You know connection interface, you know statement, you know prepared statement, you know result set minimum, you know driver manager class, and some methods internally, at least some idea about your JDBC API, which you can make one program ready. JDBC API is nothing but java.sql, the package you know. In core Java, four packages: java.lang, java.util, java.io, java.net. That four is core Java. Java.lang means fundamental. Class, interface, variable, method, are all lang only. So the lang examples are strings from lang, wrapper classes from lang, multi-threading concept from lang, exception handling from lang. That is lang package only. And so this package support, imports, that are lang only. Util means a collection framework. Java.util means a collection framework. Collection, map, java.util.arrays, streams, collection, wherever the group organization is there, that is util. Java.io means yesterday, streams and files. File concept is there, no? Creating file, opening file, loading stream, creating stream. That is IO. .NET means networking. Generally in core Java, networking we never highlight much. Because when you cross core Java, advanced Java, if you cross all networking only. Web services, microservices, all that networking flavor only. Core Java trainer did not give the terminology also, somebody will give the terminology. But even then, we people in the last, before closing the course, one session, we write all terminologies. What is network? How many types are there? What is client? What is server? What is client server? What is protocol? What is IP address? What is socket? What is logic? Like this few definitions we write one session. Only one session we give it. That is util package. Sorry, .NET package. These four packages are core Java. Fifth package is SQL. That is JDBC. Sixth package is Servlet. Seventh package is JSP. Seven packages, if you know, that is core and advanced. So you opened your java.sql package. In that, some components you learned. Why you learned some? Sir, what are needed, I learned. No need to learn all, no, sir. What are needed, I learn it. Suppose in your college, one biggest library will be there. When your father, mother want to take a admission to one CS department or AAA department or some other department, the management will show this is your rack. Some how much? 5,000 books are there in CSC, they'll say. Maybe your father and mother will feel very happy and they'll take admission. But the student never goes to library, no. He never goes to the library, no. Among that 5,000 book, you never complete one book, no. But even BTech degree will come. Understand the statement what I'm making? So no need to learn library completely. Not needed. Direct statement I am only making, no. No software engineer knows all libraries. But what are needed for current running application, that I must know. Understood the statement what I'm making? Right. That only your course curriculum. Even your university paper also, if you check university paper, they'll suggest one book to you. Down one book will be there. You refer this book will be there. If you check the syllabus, what happened now? In that 500 pages book, university will frame 250 to 230 pages as a syllabus. The topics they'll give it. The topics only you will read. Remaining all you will leave it. Means what you are trying here, sir, some part, what is needed to me to make it travel, I should learn it. In that way, you learned lang, you learned util, you learned IO. Anyway, you will be weaker in .NET, leave it. You learned SQL. What you learned from SQL, be clear here at least. I know connections, sir. I know statements, sir. I know prepared statements, sir. I know callable statements, sir. I know some methods from the connection interface. Got this point? I know result set, sir. I know wrapper at least. I know auto closable at least. You are in position to speak about that components. I learned what are needed to make a journey in JDBC. That only JDBC API. All of it clear? Right. Now this Java program should be communicated to one database product. This is one database. Sir, this is one endpoint, Java program. Database is one more endpoint, you have to connect it. In between, one driver support needed. Anyway, I'm constructing Java program with my JDBC API. That's my duty. Oracle product is not Java product. That is one independent product. I want to establish one link. Now, here one computer will be there. Terminology here. One client computer. We use a term known as one client computer. Client computer mean don't think much then. CLI. Client computer. Client computer means the computer from where user is trying to interact. Now my system also client computer only, but here information is here only database is there. In real time, in the client database will not be there, it will be somewhere in a network mode, distributed mode somewhere. Okay, right. This is client. In this client computer, my premises is there, JVM and so on. Operating system also will be there, no? Right. Now the Java program will raise one request. I want to establish connection to database. It will raise one call. We can call it as JDBC call. You can say JDBC call. Some materials will write it as Java call. Java call means the request is coming from Java program. We call it as Java call. I want JDBC, Java database connectivity. I want. Whatever the call or request raised, it will not go directly. Because here operating system is there, it has to cross. Moreover, operating system and your JVM is platform independent, no? They are not dependent. This is separate premises, that is separate premises. Then you will take the support of any one driver, you will take it. Any one driver, you have to take it. Understood the point what I'm speaking? Any one driver, you have to take it. This driver will accept that call. So I'll take JDBC, ODBC driver, I'll take. Driver means program, small, short program. So I'll take the support of JDBC, ODBC driver, I will take. Sir, JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver, I will take. This JDBC, ODBC bridge driver, small program, will take this request. This JDBC, ODBC bridge driver will not connect to the database directly. It will take the support of one small short program, that is ODBC driver. ODBC driver. ODBC driver. Wherever I write driver, one small program. Now, JDBC, ODBC driver will convert JDBC call into native call. It converts into native call. Native means nativity certificates will be there, no? Nothing but local area certificates. Native means local. Native means platform dependent. We are converting JDBC call into native call. Native call means OS. It has to convert into OS. This native call, convert into native call, This native call will be taken by ODBC driver. This ODBC driver will convert your call into database specific. Database specific. Specific call. Specific means if it is Oracle, Oracle. If it is DB2, DB2. IMSDB, IMSDB. MongoDB, MongoDB. Like this. Specific call, it will make it. It will convert it. See the translation. Java cannot communicate with the database directly. With our driver, our JDBC driver converted into native call. Native means OS. Native call. This native call is converted into database specific call by using ODBC driver. ODBC means Open Database Connectivity Driver. Open Database Connectivity Driver. This is platform dependent driver, OS dependent driver. Now, this Java call I must convert into OS dependent driver call. Then only they will translate my call into database. This is type 1. All of you understood this now? Type 1. See the diagram, sir. These many conversions, sir. So more number of conversions available or not now? Sir, Java call converted into native call. Native call converted into database specific call. When the conversions are more, execution time will be increased. When the execution time increases, performance degrades. Because of this reason, this type 1 driver officially from 2014 onwards, they removed from your JDK. From Java 8 version onwards, type 1 driver officially not available, they removed. Up to Java 7 version, the support is available. From Java 8 version onwards, type 1 driver they removed. The reason, it makes more number of internal conversions and consumes more execution time and degrades the performance because the market is not suggesting to use your type 1 driver since many years. Because of this reason, Oracle Corporation, when they're releasing JDK 1.8, they given a specification. We removed type 1 driver support. Don't use type 1 driver with JDK 1.8 and above. All of you understood this statement? Right. Now write the notes. All of you understood the diagram and the flower? Say sir, no to me. This flower you understood, no? Right. This flower is, this is OS flower. Anyway, OS flower. This is our flower. So Java should be converted into native, means local. That local should be converted into database. Database can be same client or remote client anywhere in the market. But I'm showing as a separate component outside. Now make a notes like this. In type 1 driver, in type 1 driver, in type 1 driver, JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver, JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver will take the support of ODBC driver to establish connection to database product. In type 1 driver, JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver will take the support of ODBC driver to establish connection to database product. JDBC, ODBC bridge driver will take the support of ODBC driver to establish connection to database product. This diagram, I'll give a time to you, draw it roughly. In interview, you must draw it and show on demand. Java program, JDBC, ODBC bridge driver to ODBC driver to database product. The meaning, JDBC, ODBC driver will take the support of ODBC driver for connection. Now, disadvantage. Directly we are writing disadvantage here. Disadvantage. Type 1 driver, type 1 driver internally having more number of conversions. Type 1 driver internally having more number of conversions and which consume more execution time, more execution time and degrades. Type 1 driver internally having more number of conversions and which consume more execution time and degrades the performance, degrades the performance of an application, degrades the performance of an application. Consume more execution time means execution time increases. Wherever the execution time increases, performance will be decreased. The point. Note, from Java 8 version, from Java 8 version onwards, Type 1 driver is not available, not available, which means support not available, support not available for type 1. From Java 8 version onwards, type 1 driver is not available, which means support not available for type 1. Means you must not use type 1 from Java 8 version and above. If you want to use type 1, you must use Java 7. But today, Java 8 also slowly it is going on already. Java 11, Java 17, these are going to play a role anyway. So day by day, we are very fastly it is growing, no? Right. So type 1 indirectly since 15 years and above, it has been vanished from the market. We are not using type 1 driver. You must not practice the driver which is not available because we not given a practical training to you. 10 years back different. When we are training advanced Java, we used to write type 1, few practices, type 2, few practices, type 3 we used to do. But nowadays we are not doing. The reason directly JDBC also not available in the company. Spring JDBC is there. All companies are using Spring only. Wherever the Java development is there, their Spring will be there. How can you use directly JDBC again? Spring JDBC will be there. So plain JDBC also slowly it is vanishing. But whenever you want to learn a Spring JDBC, you must have a basics. No, for that we are giving training on JDBC. But this driver supports already removed from your JDK. Type 1 driver officially not available from Java 8 version onwards. Here I use one term known as ODBC, right? That FAQ. If anybody asks, define ODBC. If anybody asks, ODBC driver. ODBC stands for Open Database Connectivity. Open Database Connectivity, and which is used to interact, which is used to interact with any type of database. Open database connectivity. MS Access is there, no? There also you can connect one database. ODBC will support. ODBC is Open Database Connectivity. ODBC stands for Open Database Connectivity, and which is used to interact with any type of database. ODBC driver is platform dependent driver. Platform dependent driver. Platform dependent driver. Because which internally uses C or C++ code. The driver internally uses C or C++ code it is using. When C or C++ codes are there, that is dependent codes only. Why you are not putting the carrier in C and C++, you people? Why you not choosing your carrier as C and C++? Sir, it is a platform dependent. Much amount will not come, sir. So I will not preferring to take. Sir, only reason, yes or no? Na? C and C++ carrier also there, no? So, but I want to become a internet application developer. That is your aim. I want to be in the internet world. Why you want to be in internet world? Sir, ever-ending process internet today. How many days internet is there? That many days work will be there for me. If I plan correctly myself, I can survive for more number of years because internet will not go. Suddenly today, internet not available, word not there. Day by day, researchers will be there, protocols will be there, a number of things will be growing and coming nowadays. So I want to become a application developer in internet world. Internet world means what today? Sir, if you want to book a ticket, example, so you are planning to book one movie ticket for tomorrow, roughly one student. Now you want to book a ticket. He'll be waiting when Venkatesh Maipati sir will leave a class. He'll be waiting. Okay, today over class over. Thank you very much, Munshal. He'll open the book my show. He'll going walking. He'll be booking. When he is in the downstairs, booking over. Yes or no? Na? Within few minutes, the booking will be ended. Platform independent. The mobile phone can be anything. The OS can be anything. Understood now? Book My Show used what database also we don't know. That application is Java, not .NET, PHP, or some other. I don't know. But even then, ticket came to me. Platform independent, playing a key role or not now? Platform independent is playing a key role. Day by day, why Java grown and came these many days? Since 18 plus years, we are in the market. Nowadays, few people are coming and competing with us. But 18 plus years completed for us in enterprise distributed application. Why means we are platform independent. Not only independent, we are secure. Independent means security will not be there because you'll be traveling here and there. You'll be moving here and there. But even then, security is there. Java is popular for security, everybody knows. But in type 1, one ODBC is coming. If ODBC is coming, platform dependent. How can I use a platform dependent driver nowadays? It is not preferable. You are rather remove the support for type 1 because ODBC driver is platform dependent driver because which internally uses C or C++ code. All of you clear about this statement? Right. Okay. Type 2 came. This type 2. What is type 2 now? Native API driver. Look here. How they introduce this type 2 driver means observe it. Sir, from type 1, ODBC is involved. In type 1, ODBC is involved. When the ODBC is involved, platform dependent. When the ODBC is involved, conversion is increasing. When ODBC is involved, execution time also increased. I must remove the involvement of ODBC. Remove it. Whenever you remove this ODBC, how you will connect it? You are unable to connect it. Right. So type 2 driver like this. You don't write it. I'll be drawing 1 minute. Sir, this is one Java program constructed using JDBC API. Anyway, database product. Same. Sir, one client computer here. Now here, one Java call will come. Nothing but JDBC call. Now, this JDBC call must be taken by one driver. Native API driver. Now, without support of ODBC, I must go here. Without support of ODBC, I will go because OS is there, no? Understood? So, what to do, sir? Then your other side, you don't want the involvement of ODBC. Okay, right. But you want to communicate with the database. It's not possible, he said. Otherwise, database related native libraries will be there. Database related native libraries will be there. You have to download them and install into your computer system. Wherever the client computer is there you install it. Install database native libraries. Database native libraries. You have to download it and install in your computer. The database related native libraries, you have to download it and install in your computer. Once you install in your computer, then this native API will take the support of these libraries. This native API will take the support of these installed libraries and it establishes the connection. It establishes the connection. Here, database specific call. So if we look these two diagrams together, roughly you cannot see that. Sir, ODBC driver not available. But how connection came now? How connection came means database related native libraries we installed into client computer. Whenever the database related libraries are available in my computer, this native API driver will take the support of it and connect it. That only type 2. It is high performance than type 1 because number of conversions decreased, ODBC not involved, high performance will come. Drawback. Suppose my friend want to book a ticket. Just now I said no, right? He'll be walking down. He interacted with the Book My Show. Example. Book My Show is saying that I am using Oracle database in the backside. Please install the Oracle library, it will say. Because client has to download it now. No, why to download this one? He cancelled that Book My Show. He gone for some other XYZ app to book a ticket. He opened XYZ app. It is saying that I am using MongoDB. Please install MongoDB library, it will say. Client will get irritated. Why you are forcing me to install database related libraries? Understood this point or you are forcing one client to download one database related libraries and you are making your application as a database dependent. That is a drawback of type 2. You are making one application as a database dependent. That is a drawback of it. Because of this drawback, type 2 also not using in the companies. All of understood this statement, right? Why they introduced type 2 means to overcome the usage of ODBC. Now write the notes like this. Right. In type 2 driver, in type 2 driver, in type 2 driver, the client computer is installed with installed with database related native libraries. In type 2 driver, the client computer is installed with database related native libraries. Database related native libraries. This type 2 driver, this type 2 driver will use database related native libraries to establish connection to database product. This type 2 driver will use database related native libraries. This type 2 driver will use database related native libraries to establish connection to database product. Simply type 2 will use the support of native libraries to establish. You say that one point in the interview, enough. Don't read much also. In type 1, JDBC, ODBC driver, if not, you cannot remember that. Type 1 will take the support of ODBC to connect to database. Finish. In type 2, it will take the support of native libraries to connect to database. What is that native library? They'll ask. Then you must say the client computer should be installed with database related native libraries. Database related. Drawback. In type 2, application will become database dependent. Understood this point now, right? Okay. Draw one diagram here. Draw one diagram. First you draw that structure, I'll show that arrow. Right. Above arrow, install database native libraries. Right, look here. More advantage than type 1 generally because ODBC is not involved and number of conversions decreased, high performance will come when compared to type 1. But what is the disadvantage here? Make it. Disadvantage. We force we force the client we force the client to install database related native libraries. We force the client to install database related native libraries. If you want to interact with our application, he has to download the database related libraries and he have to install it. That's it. Means we are making client to install it. Second drawback is type 2 driver will make type 2 driver will make application type 2 driver will make application as database dependent application. Type 2 driver will make application as a database dependent application. Your histories are saying that only, no? Your history says that. Example, today you had a UPI payment game. I said this point to you already. You are transferring the amount from which account to which account also you don't know. When you scan one scanner, that is independent only, not a dependent. So today independents are very high. Okay, right. How can you make one application as a database dependent? It is a worst case. Moreover, in between hibernate with JPA came. Do you remember that term? Hibernate with JPA. Yes or no now? Louder. How many of you know? Raise your hands. How many of you yes? Raise your hands. Remaining all neutral only, sir. I don't. So hibernate with JPA came. That is also our technology only, Java technology only. Before that, struts came, JSF came like this. Biggest history travel today. Java is having one beautiful string means it is not a single day journey and it's a many journeys we done. Whether you know or not, I don't know. I am also framework hibernate with JPA trainer. I am before Corona. I'm a trainer in framework. So before Corona means before that days different. No, nowadays today after Corona, who is benefited means student only. Soft copy is coming, sir. Online are coming. This is all increasing on nowadays. Before that, what and only classroom and book. Right? All students will be standing near Xerox centers only because manual notes is no online copies. The student who listen correctly will get a copy unless not there. Then he has to run to one Xerox center and he has to buy something. Today we are exposed. Our video recordings came out. and our soft copies came out. Because of it, teacher means value not there nowadays. Student don't know who is teacher also. Teacher means one word, I think they'll think it. Because all soft copy know who is teacher here now. No teacher, no training, nothing. All we are exposed to the market today. Why I'm speaking that point now means hibernate with JPA came. In that hibernate with JPA, HQL is there. Hibernate query language came. You all know SQL. Database related language, that is. HQL is a framework related language. Why that HQL came means hibernate query language. Why it came means to make your application independent, it came. Understood is fine. To make your application independent, that HQL came. Nowadays, this hibernate vanished, not available in the companies. Only 1% of companies will use, or 2% of companies use, who are converting their technologies into frameworks, means Spring framework. That projects will be running on still, Hibernates will be running it out. But they are transferring into Spring form. Ultimate here is to make your application independent. That only ORM tools came today. Object relation mapping tools came. Means what? Database can be anything. You use that tool, it will connect it. So it is making your application independent. Yes or no? Na? That database can be anything. Your application will use the database. The database can be anything. It will use the database through one ORM. What is ORM now? Object relation mapping tool. Even Spring ORM is there now for you. Spring ORM also there for you. So using that ORM tool, we connect it. What you observed here now? Sir, our application must be database independent, but it is making database dependent. Because of this reason, market said don't use type 2. If you use type 2, it will make your application dependent. That's a drawback. So market stopped using this type 2. It is making your application as a database dependent. All of you understood type 2 driver? Right. Type 1 not available. Type 2 not available according to real-time market. But type 2 support is there in your JDK 1.8 onwards. Type 2 support is there. It will support it. But market is not using it. The reason it makes your application as a database dependent. Today, many ORM tools came. How can you make one application as dependent? It is not possible. Then comes your third way known as network protocol driver. Network protocol driver. Network protocol driver. Look here. Why this all headaches for us? Here ODBC problem. Here making your client to install with database native library problem. Why this all headache? They brought one new concept to you. Type 3. Java program. JDBC API. Java.SQL. We have to interact with the database. Right. Same. One client computer always. Right. So one concept came from 2006 onwards. Servers came. We call it as middleware servers. Middleware servers came. These middleware servers internally managing databases. Internally managing the database. This middleware server concept came. In this middleware server, we maintain database related codes will be there. Database is integrated to middleware server. So what your Java program will do? This Java program simply will take the support of network protocol driver. Network protocol driver. This network protocol driver will take your JDBC call and convert into server call. It convert into the server call. We interact with the server. Whenever you interact with the server, server will take care of database interaction. What is the advantage here means no ODBC, no need to install database related native libraries. Here database is internally integrated to middleware server. This concept came. This is type 3. Type 3 major intention is no need to make ODBC to involve, no need to download any native library, just make a call to one middleware server. So in type 3, network protocol driver will take the support of middleware servers to interact with the database product. Make a statement. In type 3, network protocol driver will take the support of, in type 3, network protocol driver will take the support of middleware servers to, to interact with database product. In type 3, these middleware servers internally integrated. Integrated means connected. Internally integrated to database product. Integrated to database product. In type 3, these middleware servers internally integrated to database product. No involvement of ODBC, no involvement of native libraries. So directly we are communicating with middleware servers to establish connection to database product. So like this. The servers concept increased from 2006 onwards. Right. The servers concept came anyway around almost many years back. Now, here drawback is whenever you want to make your Java program communicate with the server through network protocol, the network related settings you have to do. Network settings you have to do. Network related some codes you have to write. So whenever you write a network code, network settings, that network related components are involved. Execution time increases. The drawback of this model is execution time increased very highly. Now, some people will ask us in demo class, some people, sir, in future, all Python no, sir, Java will go, they'll say. That only people will say no, right? Maybe he passed out to 2024 from engineering college with percentage 80%. He correctly cannot say the second author of his textbook. He will come and ask us, all Python will go, no, Java will go. Where it will go? You must dig with roots and send it out. Not possible. History says first middleware servers we only controlled. You don't know the names also. Corba. Corba server is under our control. First Corba came. That is controlled by Java only. From there only SAP came. SAP ABAP technical will be there. From the SAP ABAP technical cloud integration, one connector is there. That connector is under our control. Like this, many things are there what we don't know. Recently, you see the Spring. It started integrating with AI. New model coming. Now Spring Core, Spring Boot, Spring JDBC, Spring ORM. You are going to see Spring AI. You're going to see now within few months in Amirpet, you're going to see the title. Understand where it will go? It will not go on. Understand what I say? If it goes means what? 50% of Amirpet should be shut down. 80% Amirpet business is depending upon Java. Yes or no? Venkatesh food also will not be there. Like me, we will be on the roads first. Like me, not me, n number of lakhs of engineers will come out. Who will come out? Nothing happens. Why I'm speaking that means that middleware server control we only done. Drawback is in type 3 driver, network related code is involved into Java program. network related code is involved in Java program and execution time increases and performance degraded. Make a statement. Disadvantage. You people also be very fast in learning Spring, web service and microservices. Enter into Spring because Spring is going to integrate with other. It's going to happen. The future is going to integrate with AI and ML. Spring is putting away. We are entering already. You don't worry. We'll enter it. But it may take time to you. We are busy with enterprise issue because I'm asking to start with Spring. Spring is your life. You should enter directly or indirectly. You should enter. If you enter into that flower, you catch that. Suddenly results will not come and it will take time. If you lay one seed also, fruit will come after 20 years or 15 years only. Software technology also, if you catch it immediately, lakhs and lakhs will not come. So first you have to catch one path. You must survive there for many years. Then after years completed, then beautiful. So you take ourselves. For us, preparation not needed because subject is with us. We teach 7 hours per day without preparation. No plan for us. Will come and directly teach us. Like graduation trainer, graduation teacher. If I sit at home and write the notes, total night I must write at home. Here I must write it. We never sleep 24 by 7. But what happened for us now? The subject we have been catched. Few years back, we took the subject. That subject will not go anywhere. The subject is with us. We are asking the students to catch the spring flower. Once the flower is there in your body, it has roots. Branches will come, integrations will come. You can survive for many years. Understood this point now, right? This servers concept also, this type 3 also vanished actually because Corba is the story about 2006. Today, many enhancements came today. If you use type 3 still, it consumes your time, your other set. Make it. Disadvantage. Disadvantage. In type 3, network, network related code, network related code is written, WRITTEN, written in Java program, Java program. In type 3, network related code is written in Java program and which increases when network code is there, network components are involved, no? Activating some any gateway, activating any server name, activating any IP address, activating like this many codes we have to write it. When the code is executing, it interacts with network layers. That network layers are involved automatically. So execution time increases. In type 3, network related code is written in Java program and which increases the execution time, which increases execution time and degrades the performance of an application and degrades the performance of an application and degrades the performance of an application. So market is not using type 1 because of ODBC and number of conversions. Market is not using type 2 because it makes the application database dependent. Market is not preferring to use type 3 because network related codes I must write. And network related code while executing, network components are activated. When the network components are activated, execution time increases and execution time increases performance degrades. We are not preferring to use type 3. To overcome all these three, your other introduced thin driver. Can I write thin driver tomorrow? It is on Monday. Write it. Thin driver, separate introduction. I'll do it. 14, 15, I think. Right. The plan is like this for Monday. 10 minutes. I'll write type 3. Sorry. Type 4, I'll write. After that, a few questions are there on JDBC. I'll write it. I'll give the introductions to your servlet programming. Next servlet programming, I must enter because I must not track the time in JDBC only. I said, ask your management for spring batch. I said, somebody said spring batch is starting by 9 o'clock by Mr. Natras, sir, you said. So when you ask for the next batch, maybe that batch is not for full stack people, I think. Hope I inquired it. If it is not for full stack people, you ask for full stack people, any other batch available for spring. In other time, you ask and inquire it. You got eligibility for spring. Slowly, you can start it parallelly from servlet on Monday. So servlet, we start introduction from Monday. And next week, we have one or two programs on servlet based also. You'll get one idea. With that idea, you can start parallelly spring flower. You can start it and save the time. Okay, right. Take a break. Thank you very much for today.